Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.
Welcome to Nilfisk University, where excellence is attained through active learning. In this course on use and care, we will be focusing on the Condor Battery Rider Scrubber. This rider scrubber comes in either a disc brush model, shown on the left, or a cylindrical brush model, which is shown on the right. This course is not intended to be a substitute for the operator's manual that ships with the machine. It is important that you read, understand, and follow all safety and operating instructions in the manual. Doing so will ensure years of safe operation and optimum performance from your machine. This course is an efficient way to understand the operation of these machines through active learning. Now let's review the outcomes for this course. After successfully completing this lesson, you will be able to describe the major systems of the Condor Battery Rider Scrubber, understand the major components of each system, explain how to inspect and prepare the machine for use, identify and explain the function of each control, understand the information that is conveyed by the graphical display, explain how to operate the machine, including the various cleaning modes and how and when to use them. Understand how to inspect and prepare the machine for proper storage, and how to perform daily, weekly, and occasional maintenance tasks. Feel free to take notes while viewing this presentation. In order to accomplish our outcomes, we will follow this course outline. First, we'll get to know the machine by going through the major components and systems. Once we've gotten to know the machine, we will learn how to prepare the machine for use, how to properly operate the machine in each of its modes, and how to prepare the machine for storage so that it will be ready for its next use. Finally, we'll spend some time going over routine maintenance items that will help to keep your machine performing in peak condition for years to come. The Condor is available in one of 6 different models, which can be broken down into 3 different cleaning path sizes in both disc and cylindrical systems. The cleaning path sizes are 40-inch, 45-inch, and 48-inch. These cleaning path sizes correspond with the first 2 numbers in each of the model numbers. The cylindrical models come with standard side brooms. These models allow you to pick up debris and wet sweep and scrub in one pass. Each of these models is available with or without the EcoFlex onboard chemical system. You can identify the machine you have by the serial plate on the back of the steering column. To help orient you during your training, let's look at the major components and systems of your machine. Let's start with where the operator sits at the operator interface. The operator interface includes the control panel as well as the seat, steering wheel, accelerator, and brake. The solution system starts with the solution tank where the clean water is held. The solution system also includes the plumbing and controls that direct the solution to the scrub system. The scrub system consists of the deck and brushes. The function of the scrub system is to agitate the cleaning solution into the soiled area, which loosens and suspends the soil in the solution so that it may be picked up by the recovery system. The recovery system removes the dirty solution from the floor. This system starts with the squeegee at the back of the machine and includes the vacuum system and recovery tank where the spent solution is contained. The main components of the electrical system are the battery cables and connectors and the battery pack used to power the machine. Your scrubber may or may not be equipped with an onboard chemical system. If equipped, the machine will have a detergent cartridge in this area, which can be used to dispense detergent and mix it with clean water from the solution tank as it travels down to the scrub system. We will cover the functions of these systems in more detail, but rather than describing each one before getting into the operation of the machine, instead, we will cover them as we would encounter them in the process of using and maintaining the machine on a routine basis. If the machine is used on a daily basis, you should find the machine as it was left after it was used the day before. The recovery tank should be empty and clean, and the lid should have been left open to dry. The battery should be charged and ready to go. The brushes should be clean and possibly left to dry nearby. The hopper should be in the machine but empty, and the squeegee and side skirts should be clean and ready to use. Prior to use, the machine needs to be prepared and inspected. First, unplug the battery charger and reconnect the machine's electrical system connector to the battery connector. Now we can replace the side access panel cover. On cylindrical models, check the hopper to make sure that it's empty. If it's not, empty it now. Inspect and clean the vacuum shutoff float, which is located inside the recovery tank. Then close the recovery tank lid. Now we will install the brushes. Note that there are many brush types available. If you have more than one type on hand, be sure to select the appropriate brush for the scrubbing task you are about to perform. To install the brushes, remove the side skirts. Each side skirt is held in place by two large knobs located at the front and back of the skirt. Loosen these knobs and then slide the skirt assembly forward towards the front of the machine slightly, and then pull it off the scrub deck. Now you have access to the brush door. To open the brush door, loosen the black knob until the door drops down far enough to disengage from the notches which hold it to the brush housing. Position the brush at the opening and push it in. Don't worry about which way the brush is facing, it can be installed either way. With the brush in the housing, lift slightly and then push and turn until it seats. Reinstall the brush cover and side skirt, then repeat the procedure for the brush on the other side of the machine. Finally, do a walk around. Have one last look at the machine to make sure it has not been damaged since you last used it. Look for missing parts, leaks, spills, etc. before you start the machine. Report any unusual findings to your supervisor. We are now ready to transport the machine to the area in which you fill the machine with water and chemical. Board the machine and set the tilt steering wheel to a comfortable position using the steering wheel tilt adjust knob. The seat can also be adjusted forwards or backwards to your comfort using a lever under the seat. Turn on the machine using the key. When the key switch is turned to the on position, the operator interface will light up as shown. All button indicator lights should illuminate to show whether or not they are working. After this diagnostic step, the display panel will look something like this. Verify that the machine has enough battery power to complete the scrubbing task by using the display panel battery indicator. The pedal on the left has a service brake that can also be locked when the machine is parked. If the parking brake is set, release it by depressing the pedal and lowering the parking brake lever. Now you can proceed to the fill area. The machine uses a bidirectional accelerator pedal. This is the foot pedal on your right. Depress the pedal forward to go forward and backward to go backward. The foot pedal is fully variable, meaning that just like a car, the further you depress the pedal, the faster the machine will travel. Once you arrive at the fill area, set the parking brake and turn the machine off. Now we are ready to fill the solution tank. Open the solution fill port and fill the machine with clean water. Hot or warm water cleans better, but the water temperature should not exceed 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Fill the tank so the solution level is 2 to 3 inches below the fill port. If bulk detergent is to be mixed into the solution tank, fill the tank about 1/3 the way up with water, then add the detergent, then top the tank off with water. This will ensure good chemical mixing while filling the tank. Reference the dilution ratio for the chemical you are using and mix properly with the understanding that the Condor solution tank capacity is 70 gallons. If an outboard detergent solution system is used like a wall-mounted station, fill the machine from this device. On machines equipped with EcoFlex, to take advantage of the machine's EcoFlex system, fill the machine with clean water only. When using the EcoFlex onboard detergent system, inspect the detergent cartridge to verify the correct detergent is being used and that there is enough detergent in the cartridge to complete the scrubbing task. Cartridges can be easily removed by detaching the connection. Multiple cartridges can be used for a quick interchange of a variety of detergents without dumping the clean water in the solution tank. To use the onboard chemical detergent system, we will need to program the machine to set the dilution ratio based on the chemical manufacturer's dilution instructions. Shown here is a conversion chart, which is included as a decal on the side of the detergent cartridge. It can help with the calculation of the dilution ratio if needed. Look on the label of the chemical bottle for the manufacturer's dilution instructions. If a ratio is not given, a percentage or a number of ounces per gallon may be given. If so, use the chart to convert to a ratio. Once the ratio is known, we can program the machine. Available ratios to choose from are the 9 ratios shown in the chart, plus an additional ratio of 1 to 400, which is the default ultra-low detergent mode ratio. To program the machine, turn the machine on and look for the icon that looks like a beaker. If the indicator next to this button is lit, press the button to turn the chemical system off. Then press and hold the button for 2 seconds until the indicator light flashes. Now you've entered change mode and you can repeatedly tap the button to toggle through the available chemical mixing ratios, which can be seen in the display. Stop tapping the button once the desired ratio is displayed, and after 2 seconds the selected ratio is locked into the machine. This ratio will stay programmed in the machine until it is changed again using the same procedure. Now you're ready to drive the machine to the area you wish to scrub. To begin scrubbing with the machine, first press and hold the solution switch for about 5 seconds to pre-wet the floor. This will dispense solution to the brushes and floor, which will help to prevent damage to delicate floors or floor coatings. The best practice to prevent any damage to the floor when starting or stopping scrubbing is to have the machine slightly in motion before engaging the brushes. Next, press the green Scrub On switch. This will activate the entire scrub system, and the indicator lights will show this. The brushes and squeegee will lower to the floor, and on cylindrical models, the side brooms will also lower. The scrub, vacuum, solution, and chemical systems will be set to active. None of these systems will begin running, however, until the drive pedal is pressed. This preserves battery power and prevents unnecessary wear to brushes on the floor. Pressing the drive pedal forward will start the actual scrubbing function. The machine will move forward, solution will begin to flow, the brushes will begin to spin, and the vacuum will turn on. While the machine is moving in reverse, the squeegee will raise automatically. Press the solution switch once to turn off the solution flow while making sharp turns. To pause scrubbing, release the drive pedal. The machine's solution flow and brushes will all stop. The vacuum will continue to run for 10 seconds to help clear the vacuum hose and squeegee of any remaining water. To stop scrubbing, press the Scrub Off switch. The scrub deck will lift from the floor and the vacuum will shut off after a brief delay to allow any remaining water to be picked up off the floor. The squeegee will raise automatically when the vacuum shuts off. That's basically it. The scrub, solution, vacuum, and detergent systems are automatically activated when the Scrub On switch is pressed. No further action is required other than pressing the drive pedal. Any individual system can be turned off or back on by simply pressing its switch at any time during scrubbing. The Condor features integrated scrub pressure and solution control, which makes it easy to adjust the cleaning power of the machine. The integrated control settings have been calibrated to use the correct combination of brush pressure and solution flow rate to clean regular, heavy, and extreme soil loads. The green Scrub On button is used to choose between 3 different modes. Regular scrub mode is the default mode, which is activated by pressing the green Scrub On switch once. Regular scrub mode is indicated by the illumination of the first light on the left side of the Scrub On button and also on the display, where 1 bar of solution flow and 1 bar of scrub pressure are automatically tied together. This default setting to regular scrub mode promotes longer brush life, lower battery power usage, and less water and chemical usage. To clean heavier soils, one needs more scrub pressure and more cleaning solution. To switch the machine to heavy scrub mode, press the Scrub On switch a second time. When this is done, both the scrub pressure and solution flow rate increase. While in heavy scrub mode, the light on the right side of the Scrub On button will be lit, and 2 solution flow bars and 2 scrub pressure bars will be shown on the graphical display. To change from heavy scrub mode back to regular scrub, simply press the Scrub On switch again. To clean extreme soils, you need even more scrub pressure and solution flow. To activate extreme scrub mode, press and hold the Scrub On switch for 5 seconds. Extreme scrub mode is indicated by the illumination of both Scrub On lights and by 3 bars for both solution flow and scrub pressure on the graphical display. Pressing the Scrub On switch while in extreme scrub mode will change the mode to regular scrub. In some situations, you may wish to increase solution flow without increasing scrubbing pressure. An example of this might be if a potted plant was spilled. In this case, you wouldn't need a lot of scrub pressure, but an increased amount of water would help to suspend the large quantity of dirt and allow it to be more easily picked up off the floor by the vacuum system. To increase solution flow without increasing scrub pressure, hold the solution switch for 3 seconds. When the solution indicator starts flashing, let go of the switch. You then have 3 seconds to set a different flow rate by simply pressing the solution switch repeatedly to toggle between 5 different flow rate settings. When the desired flow rate is shown on the graphical display, wait a few seconds for the solution indicator to stop flashing and the new flow rate will be set. Any subsequent scrub pressure adjustments will reset the solution flow rate to the default and will resync flow rate to scrub pressure. As stated earlier, you can also turn the solution flow off completely and back on again by pressing the solution switch. On models equipped with EcoFlex, the machine will scrub with the EcoFlex system in ultra-low detergent mode by default, which is indicated by a solid green light on the EcoFlex switch. In this mode, detergent is dispensed at the ultra-low ratio of 1 to 400. This enhances the cleaning power of plain water while minimizing both cleaning costs and the environmental impact from chemicals. Pressing the EcoFlex switch will call up a burst of power when needed to easily and temporarily increase scrub pressure, solution flow, and detergent ratio simultaneously. This burst of power will last for 1 minute, after which time the machine will return to its previous mode of operation. During this 60-second burst, the EcoFlex indicator will flash green, the solution flow rate and the scrub pressure will each increase to the next higher level, and the detergent ratio will increase to full strength, or in other words, to the setting we programmed into the machine earlier based on the detergent manufacturer's recommended dilution ratio. During the last 10 seconds of the 60-second burst, the EcoFlex indicator light will flash faster to let you know that the burst is coming to an end. You can also terminate the burst of power manually at any time during the 60 seconds by simply pressing the EcoFlex switch, which will return the machine to its previous mode. For longer periods of full detergent strength cleaning, press and hold the EcoFlex switch for 2 seconds. After doing this, the machine will continue to dispense detergent at full detergent strength until the EcoFlex switch is pressed again. Cycling the key switch will not return the machine to ultra-low detergent mode. When cleaning with full detergent strength, the EcoFlex switch indicator light will be off, and the chemical ratio shown in the graphical display will be the pre-programmed setting. To clean with no chemicals at all, press the detergent switch so that the indicator light turns off. The detergent indicator in the graphical display will also turn off. In this mode, the machine is scrubbing with plain water only, which may be sufficient for lightly soiled areas and will provide the lowest possible impact on the environment. At this point, we have covered most of the key control panel buttons and functionality, but now let's take a minute to go through all of the buttons and display indicators on the dash to ensure you understand them all. As shown previously, the battery gauge shows the amount of charge remaining in the battery pack. The hour meter shows how many hours the machine has been used for scrubbing. The machine has a complete diagnostic system, so any problems with the machine will be shown in the display with an error code next to a symbol that looks like a wrench. As we covered earlier, the solution flow rate and brush pressure indicators show the various degrees of brush pressure and solution flow. And for models equipped with an onboard detergent system, the detergent and detergent ratio indicators show whether or not the chemical is turned on and at what ratio the chemical is being mixed with the water in the solution tank. As for control panel buttons, we'll work from left to right. Pressing the horn switch sounds the horn for as long as it is pressed. The solution system switch turns the solution system on and off. The indicator will be blue when the system is enabled and off when the system is disabled. The indicator will flash blue when the solution tank float senses a low solution level. The detergent system switch turns the detergent system off and on. The indicator will be blue when the system is enabled and when dispensing chemicals. The indicator will be off when the system is disabled. On EcoFlex models, this switch is used to turn off and on EcoFlex detergent conservation or to call up a burst of power. This button will be non-functional on models without EcoFlex. Pressing the scrub off switch automatically raises, retracts, and stops all machine systems. The brushes and solution flow will stop and the scrub deck will be raised. The squeegee will raise up when the vacuum shuts off after a brief delay. The indicator will be blue when the scrub system is off and is ready to be enabled, and the indicator will be off when the scrub system has been turned on. As explained earlier, the scrub on switch turns on or enables the scrub, solution, vacuum, and detergent systems and is also used to change between regular, heavy, and extreme scrub modes. The vacuum system and/or wand switch turns the vacuum system on and off. To perform a double scrub on extremely dirty floors, press this switch to raise the squeegee. This will allow the cleaning solution to remain on the floor to work longer. Make a final pass over the area with the squeegee lowered to pick up the accumulated solution. If you are sitting in the seat when this button is enabled, the vacuum will turn on and the squeegee will lower to the floor. If you've exited the seat and this button is enabled, the machine will run the vacuum so that you can use an optional vacuum wand accessory. The indicator will be blue when the vacuum system has been enabled and off when the system has been disabled. The side broom switch is only functional on cylindrical scrub models equipped with side brooms. On models without side brooms, this button will be a dead button. The indicator will be blue when the side brooms are in the down and working position and off when the side brooms are raised. Use this button to raise the side brooms when double scrubbing. The scrub speed switch is only functional when scrubbing. When the machine is running in any one of its scrub settings, the machine's travel speed is reduced to 80% of its maximum transport speed. The maximum scrub speed can be increased by pressing the scrub speed switch. Pressing this switch allows you to run the machine at 100% of transport speed. The indicator will be blue when the maximum 100% transport speed is enabled. The indicator will be off when the reduced scrub speed is enabled. Finally, the traction control switch regulates drive wheel torque and is best used for wet or low friction floor surfaces. When scrubbing on a smooth floor surface or when double scrubbing, turn on traction control to minimize drive wheel slippage and provide increased control. The indicator will be blue when traction control mode is enabled and off when traction control mode is disabled. When the batteries require recharging, the battery low indicator will come on and the vacuum motor will shut off after 30 seconds. All scrubbing functions will cease, but you will still have power to transport the machine. You should have plenty of battery power to drive the machine to a suitable area to drain the recovery tank. Once the recovery tank is empty, you can transport the machine to a service area to recharge the batteries. While the solution tank and recovery tank are the same size, in the event that more water is picked up than put down, the machine's recovery tank has an automatic shutoff switch that turns all systems off except the drive system when the recovery tank is full. When this switch is activated, the machine will not pick up water or scrub until the recovery tank is emptied. All display panel indicators will vanish and a recovery tank full indicator will display. When this occurs, transport the machine to a suitable location to empty the recovery tank. To empty, remove the recovery tank drain hose from its hanger. To avoid a sudden, uncontrolled flow of wastewater, hold the end of the hose above the water level in the tank before opening the cap. Use your hand to clamp down on the hose to govern the rate of water flow to a rate that your drain will accept. Once the recovery tank is empty, you are of course going to do one of two things. Either you have more scrubbing to do, in which case you would go back and refill the solution tank, or you are done scrubbing, and it's time to prep the machine for storage. We'll assume you are done scrubbing for the day and are ready to put away the machine until it is needed again. In order to prepare the machine for storage, the first thing to do is empty the recovery tank and rinse it out thoroughly to remove any and all debris from the tank. To clean out the recovery tank, leave the drain hose open, and with the lid open, spray the tank down. The Condor is equipped with a tip-out, lift-off recovery tank for easier cleaning access. If you unclip the cable tether, you can also lay the tank down to ease cleaning, or two people can lift it off the machine if, for instance, you wanted to bring it into a pressure washing bay for a deep cleaning. Make sure the recovery tank vacuum shutoff float is clean. You can leave the recovery tank lid open, as you will want it to air dry overnight. Remove the squeegee, rinse it with warm water, and inspect it to make sure the blades are not ripped or torn. The squeegee blades have 4 working edges, so the blade can be flipped end for end or flipped top to bottom to expose a fresh, working edge. If all 4 edges are damaged, a new squeegee blade is needed. If a blade needs to be changed or replaced, do that now. If not, hang the squeegee to dry. Open the side skirts and remove the brushes. Rinse the brushes of any large debris that may be present. Inspect the brushes to see if they need to be replaced. If they do that now. If not, set them aside to dry. On cylindrical machines, remove the hopper and empty it and rinse that too. Open the side panel, disconnect the machine's electrical system connector from the battery connector, and plug into a battery charger to charge the batteries for the next person who needs to use the machine. It's also a good idea to take a damp rag and clean off the exterior of the machine as necessary. Perform other maintenance according to this schedule before storage. Please reference the operator's manual for the specifics on these maintenance items, as we will only cover them briefly now. Once a week one should Inspect the scrub housing skirt. Clean the solution filter. Note that there is a shutoff valve provided so that you can check the solution filter without having to first empty the solution tank. Purge the detergent system with plain warm water. Install and connect a detergent cartridge filled with clean water and follow the instructions in the owner's manual to perform this weekly task. Check the water level of each battery cell and add distilled water as needed. On machines with side brooms, the side brooms will become worn over time, so see the operator's manual for instructions on how to adjust the side brooms for proper contact with the floor and also for instructions on how to replace them. Monthly, the machine should be lubricated. After 1 year or after 300 hours, the carbon brushes in the vacuum motor should be inspected for wear. After 1 year or 500 hours, the carbon brush's scrub motor should be inspected for wear. Refer to the operator's manual or an authorized advanced service center on lubrication and carbon brush inspection and replacement. Let's review what we've discussed during this course. At this point, you should now be able to describe the major systems of the Condor Battery Rider Scrubber, understand the major components of each system, explain how to inspect and prepare the machine for use, identify and explain the function of each control, understand the information that is conveyed by the graphical display, explain how to operate the machine, including the various cleaning modes and how and when to use them, understand how to inspect and prepare the machine for proper storage, and how to perform daily, weekly, and occasional maintenance tasks.
Visit us on the web at nilfisku.com. Nilfisk University is the cleaning equipment industry's most comprehensive web-based training and interactive learning resource. Your degree in success is just a click away at Nilfisk University.